The closing bell sounding on this Friday, September 4th, 2009, the Friday before Labor Day.
That's right. Let's take a look at the markets up across the board. Don't let this dull tone fool you. We are seeing gains of 1% or more here. The S&P climbing 16 points, closing at really its highs of the session to 1,016. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up almost 100 points right now, up to 94.39, also at its highs of the session. And the Nasdaq adding almost 2% here, 2018 rounded up to 2019 if you like. So gains across the board on this day, though, of fairly thin volume.
You know, Matt, I'm doing some quick math. Looks like still the S&P down about 1.25% for the week, and the Dow down about 1.1% for the week. So we are ending lower for the week. I want to head back to the big board, talk to Suzanne O'Halloran. Suzanne.
Carol, traders are encouraged by the momentum we had today and especially into the close ahead of a 4-day Labor Day holiday weekend. We saw a lot of buying across a number of sectors, particularly the industrials, the economically sensitive companies. That's very telling. People buying today after the jobless data, which even though the unemployment rate did rise, a lot of traders here are saying, as we know, that is a lagging indicator. The fact that employers cut less jobs than expected was the encouraging point in that report. So we saw money go into the industrials and into the big industrial names like Dow Member, General Electric, and Caterpillar. These were your leaders today. This tells us that potentially some investors do believe this economy is recovering and also believe that maybe September is not going to be one of those worst months for stocks as we historically refer to it as. I also want to mention technology because you just detailed the rally in the Nasdaq. Apple was the biggest point contributor to the Nasdaq composite. They have an event next week. There's a lot of buzz from the analyst and investment community and tech watchers that they may come out with a new product on the iPod side. So that's something to put on your calendar for next week. Also, chip stocks were very strong today. I talked about those earlier in the program, and actually we had some news on those. Novella says orders are rebounding in the third quarter. That's a signal of future demand. That's positive. The Philly Sox Index moving higher today. The weakness was in your specialty retailers. We had Abercrombie and Fitch cut to a sell. Their same-store sales earlier this week fell 30%. They are clearly struggling. Also, the limited lost some ground today. Matt?
All right. Thanks very much for that, Suzanne.